Hey, and we were just interrupting Je Vu by Zaz, but you've heard it before. And what you haven't heard before is from Prince Seaweed. Our mate Al Muir come in to have a chat with us about his music, about penguins, and probably about life in general as it happens. How you doing today, mate?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. It's a shame the weather kicked in and scared your penguin costume away.
I'm disappointed you didn't rock up with... I was telling Rob, I wanted you to rock up with a penguin with a jukebox attached to your hip. Like, come on.
We had a lot more hip-hop vibe in our head, I think.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Well, yes, I'm a bit like the Pied Piper, though. So, you know, and a gaggle of children following me in here in my Prince Seaweed costume and a couple of penguins waddling around and that sort of thing. But it is wet weather. It is penguin weather. But,
yeah,
I'm
not
just
weather.
here dressed as Al Muir today.
Yeah, fantastic. It's a cool outfit as well, anyway.
It is. I love the shirt, actually.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you can hear me. It's pretty loud.
It is very loud shirt.
Yeah. That'll be a joke for the YouTube viewers. G'day, guys. You were just telling us about you got a new single came out recently that's like top in the charts.
Yeah, just today, actually, my new single that's being released this Sunday, single and video, Tide is Turning, is #1 on the AMRAP charts Australia-wide this morning. So
Awesome.
pretty happy about that.
And you only released it Sunday.
Well, it's actually not getting released till next Sunday. This is on the AMRAP charts and for all the radio announcers and everything like. To be honest, I don't know how.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that was going to be my follow-up question. Brilliant.
All I know is I'm #1.
Yeah, that's
Not
a good
quite
thing
sure
to know.
how it works.
Did you spend much long? Did you spend a long time writing this one?
No, I wrote this song back in late March. In fact, I found the video the other day and to see the pain that was on my face at the time, because the video touches on, as a lot of people, depression and that sort of thing, but also coming out of it, the hope of coming out of depression. So I wrote it in April this year. I recorded it in June. 4 weeks after I wrote it.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
I had to have the words there so I could remember the words of the song.
Yeah.
And did the video and, of course, taken a little while to organise the release. So it's being released this Sunday.
All right, brilliant.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very cool.
Well, that might be released by the time you're watching this, depending on how far behind the ball you are. What's the name of the song?
Tide is Turning.
Tide is Turning by Al Muir. So search it. If it's not Sunday yet, don't search it yet.
You can listen to it on Bandcamp, though. So that's why it's #1, is because people have been downloading it off bandcamp.com and that sort of thing. So I call it digital busking. I know you can listen to it for free on Spotify afterwards and all those other things, no problem. But to support your local musicians who, back in the day, all the record companies used to rip all the artists off. Now it's the streaming services. It's just changed from one to the other.
Yeah.
So I call it digital busking. If you want to throw in $1 and got a minute of time to download this song, that'd be great. Otherwise, listen to it for free once it's released.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, we do love to support our local communities and local artists, so please get on to that, guys. You wanted to chat to us a little bit about the penguins of Little Rockingham.
Yes, I did. In fact, Princess Starfish, Fee, and myself did our first little... we have a kids show called Sea Stories, which is still in the development stages. We're nearly done now.
Awesome.
And we released our first video called Little Penguins. My friend Dawn Jex, who ran the Hands Off Point Parent campaign, she asked if I could be a Pied Piper for the kids down the foreshore a few months ago, and we can go around and try and raise awareness for the little penguins who are in very dire straits of becoming locally extinct at the moment.
We did interview her a couple of weeks ago. She was very lovely to interview her.
Yeah,
very passionate.
Yeah.
So anyway, I thought I'd do better than that. I'll write a song. So I wrote a song called Little Penguins, which has got a message for it. Now, kids show us for probably 2 to 6 year olds. And so we wrote the Little Penguins song. We did the video the other week, and part of the videos of Penguin Island there, which it's now on our YouTube channel, Sea Stories. So little kids can watch it there and parents can get annoyed by it. No problem at all.
Yeah, wicked. Well, I'm definitely going to want to ask you more questions, but let's hear the song if you don't mind.
Okay.
Oh, I love me live music.
Okay, here we go. fit my skin. Stare at mirror, who is that within? I am only ever comfortable in sleep. Lay my weary head down, comfort me with dreams. And I know I've been going downhill so much lately, and I can't seem to find the spark that lit my flame. And I'm so distant now, I am not worthy. Veil is lifting, what has become of me? What has become of me? I see sunshine through the darkest clouds. Blue sky always follows every storm. Chasing rainbows, I never catch 'em, but that's okay. I am fragile, yeah, I grow stronger with every day. And I know I've been going downhill so much lately, and I can't seem to find the spark that lit my flame. And I'm so distant now, I am not worthy. Oh, tide is turning, what can become of me? What can become of me? And I'm so distant now, I am not worthy. I can't seem to find the spark that lit my flame. And I know I've been going downhill so much lately, but the tide is turning, what can become of me? What can become of me? Thank you, thank you.
Oh, fantastic. Cool, cool. Oh, I love that strum pattern as well. I was watching that, trying to see, because I'm trying to learn the guitar, and I could not copy that, so dang.
Practice makes perfect. You're trying not to cry. Aww.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's what music just brings such emotion. You know, you got all these songs from your past and songs that you hear, and be it happy, sad, whatever, it can take you
one
back to
song
a time.
and it just does what you need it to do.
Good stuff. So the name Prince Seaweed, where'd you come up with that one? And Princess...
Yeah, I'm curious.
Oh, Princess Starfish.
Should we not go there?
I'm just going to laugh and not tell you.
All right, cool. Dang. Oh.
Well, Princess Starfish, because she's an absolute star, you know.
Yeah.
And, well, Prince Sue, I actually did these songs over 20 years ago at school incursions and that sort of thing. And then, touching on mental health, I suppose, I've suffered a fair bit of depression in the past, and not so much these days. And when I wrote this song, it had been 5 years since that. So, I used to self-medicate, with the old gunja a fair bit. Not anymore. But so the seaweed sort of came from that. It was a little bit of an in-joke for me,
Wonderful.
And, of course, seaweed and Princess Starfish, well, that just came sort of
why
naturally.
not?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Is there going to be, like, for the lore of the story for the children, are there, like, a king and queen character we're going to meet at some point, do you reckon?
No, not at all, because we don't believe in the regal structure of kings and queens and the apex of power. That is not what we're about.
Keeps it all neutral,
everyone can be a
everyone's
prince,
equal.
and everyone can be a Princess Starfish, and all the boys or girls or whoever can be Prince Seaweed, Princess Starfish, whatever they like. We are all equal. That's how
I
we
like that.
I like
all the
that.
fanciness, but none of the monarchy.
Yes, that's right. Exactly. Yeah.
Well done on your journey to recovery of mental health. Well done. I'm glad that you found something that's, what's what I'm looking for?
Therapeutic.
There we go. It's therapeutic for you, and it's brought you out of the dark times.
Yes, well, but and they come and go, and this is something important for people who suffer from depression, is that even though you're down and out, and you know that, and just to have that hope and knowledge that you can come and you will come out of it, and if you find some tools and have that knowledge and that hope to come out of it, well, the more you practice those tools and the more you hope and know that you come out of it, well, guess what? The less you'll be in it.
Exactly.
You can never get rid of these things completely, but we can certainly make it a
Learn
lot
to live
better,
with it.
and not learn to live, but live with it with joy. Because it's all emotions are all part of us, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. And every time you talk to someone about having depression or anxiety or something, you feel this little weight lifted off of you, because everyone has depths of pain. Everyone has depths of emotion. And when we talk to each other and we share that, then everyone realises, hey, we all go through the same things. You do not have to do this alone.
Yeah.
Where was he during Mental Health Week? Seriously? where was this person during Mental Health Week?
Yeah. We did just come out of Mental Health Week. And talking about that, it's just good to give the number out. If you do need to talk, call Lifeline on 131114. There's always someone around willing to listen, and it's just great to keep chatting about it. So thanks for bringing that up on us.
Yes.
No problem.
Yeah, mental health's really important to us here at the station. You said you were doing this at school 20 years ago.
Yes.
How long have you been a musician?
35 years.
Oh, cool. So you didn't start with the kids circuit?
No, I started when I was 18 playing guitar when I was working on a fishing boat down in Tasmania, actually.
Oh, wow.
That'd do it, being on a fishing boat.
You have to have
Nothing else
something
to
to do
do.
in your spare time,
There's nothing else to do,
Yeah, sweet. Did you start with acoustics?
Yes, acoustic, Neil Young. I bought Neil Young songbook and chords and learnt from there. But it's a quick funny story. The reason I started, my brother used to work on this boat before me. My dad was a manager of the boat. So they used to give me a hard time because I was the boss's son.
Yeah.
And anyway, the electrician who worked on the boat said, "Oh, can you play? Can you play guitar like your brother?" And of course, me being a brash 18-year-old who could not play a chord, said, "Yeah, of course I can. I can play guitar." So then I used to do 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. So in my 2 weeks off, I panicked and I quickly had to run home, buy a guitar, quickly learn a few chords so I could go back and say, see, I can play.
Learn something impressive
That
quick.
is why I started learning guitar.
That is fantastic.
Like, I'll show you. Wait, what do I know?
Spite makes a great motivator.
Yeah, races back home and learn something impressive.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Oh, it wasn't impressive.
It's no fleur de
2
lis,
weeks.
but, it still proved them wrong.
Yeah. Oh, good stuff. And you never turned back?
No, I just love playing music. I used to practice for 3, 4, 5 hours a day sometimes in my time off, because I spent a lot of years on and off as a merchant seafarer. So
okay, cool.
At work and also in my time off, and it just pure love. It really is living in the moment and being present when you're playing music, but also listening to it. When you're most of the time when you're listening to music, you're not thinking about all your worries and anything that's going on in the world. You're connecting with the music and the song, and that's the beautiful thing of it.
Oh, good stuff. Amazing. Is the guitar obviously your main instrument? Do you learn any others?
I've started a little bit of harmonica. I can play a little bit of bass, but no, the acoustic guitar especially. I just bought an electric recently.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about upgrading to not upgrading, but just getting an electric.
Yeah.
There's certain power chords you just can't do on an acoustic, but I'm not good at them yet either.
No. Well, when I do my one-man band shows on a Friday and Saturday, I use electric guitar and acoustic guitar.
Oh.
So, out and about in the local area.
Wait, so you play them both in the one show as like a one-man band thing?
Yes, yeah, definitely, yeah.
I'm just picturing two people sitting beside themselves. My brain just gone crazy. That was like one person sitting there, one person sitting there. They're just playing mirroring each other.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
If we're going to lean into that mental image, I've got like urine dreads for one of them with the electric guitar and all leathers. But
I was going to say Captain Jack, but that doesn't work. I don't think that works.
Oh.
And then I went Nickelback, but because it's electric guitar.
About when did Dawn Jex get you on board with the Protect Point Piran? Or
Dawn Jex, yeah, Hands Off Point Piran. Dawn's been a friend of mine for many years actually, and we were talking because we did Narragabup Festival, Environmental Festival on Saturday. Did a little kids show there, our Sea Story show with all the kids dancing and having fun. We got songs like the Seahorses and Little Penguins, of course, which is what we want to talk a little bit more about. But we're getting segued here. But segue's good. Segue's great. You know?
Yeah, obviously we love our music at a radio station.
The penguin situation is very dire and very bad at the moment. So. Which is why we want to raise
we've got Captain Fish Flippers from Penguin Island sitting in the back here, sitting behind you.
He cares a lot about this issue.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, the thing with what is it, Captain Fish Flippers?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hello, Captain Fish Flippers. I'm Prince Seaweed. So
it's nice to meet you.
So I just give a little rundown on it because most people aren't aware. Local people are aware. When you come into Rockingham, you see all these signs, and they've all got penguins on them. And everywhere you go, I've noticed there's penguin signs. City of Rockingham, and the penguin's virtually the mascot for Rockingham.
Right.
Mascot of your station. So what's it going to be in a few years' time when the penguins are all gone? They're going to take down all the signs, and you'll have to find a new mascot because only, say, 15 years ago, there were 2,500 penguins at Penguin Island.
Wow.
2,500 is the biggest colony in WA. And 3 years ago, that was down to 600. So from 2,500 down to 600, right? Now, today, only 3 years later, it is down to 309. 309 penguins, that's it. And the smaller the population gets, the closer they are to local extinction, which they're very close to now. So I guess our point is that we have had, and I've got to read some of this stuff sometimes, but we have been trying to get our Premier Mark McGowan and Amber Jane Sanderson, the Environment Minister, to take action because the Department of Biodiversity, Department of Biodiversity, Conservation and Attractions, which reports to the WA state government, know all these facts and know what needs to be done, all the scientific sort of things that need to be done to help the penguins, and all the politicians know about it, but the public don't know about it and nothing's being done about it. So my question is why? Why can we spend millions and millions of dollars on other things, but our Premier, Mark McGowan, this is his electorate, are going to sit by and watch these penguins be extinct in a couple of years? They'll be gone. You can't sit around and wait. You know, this is not the time to wait for, unless you want to call it Penguinless Island. That's no problem. If you want, people go over there and they'll have 15 penguins that are there, right, and say, these are the penguins that used to be on Penguin Island. Unfortunately, there's no penguins left anymore because the government wouldn't do anything about it. They'll spend billions of dollars on other things, but they won't help our own environment in our own area. It's okay to name a new giraffe and have some nice fluffy piece on the Premier's page saying, what do we name our new giraffe? Meanwhile, in his own electorate, these penguins are nearly all gone.
Yeah, heartbreaking stuff.
It is.
Yeah, and we obviously the locals love their penguins. We take it for granted every time someone's in Perth for the first time. What do I see? Go to Penguin Island. You don't even think that there might not be penguins there.
I haven't even been there.
Yeah, I've been there as a little lad, but it's just children love penguins. But you know what I mean? And if you need to justify it as an economic thing, it's a tourist trap, Marky. Get us our penguins. We love them.
It won't be soon. It won't be a tourist attraction at all because they will not be there anymore. So we do have a Facebook page, Save Rockingham's Little Penguins. You can find we've just got a petition, change.org petition going.
Yeah, cool.
Which has got about 18,000 signatures so far, but we'd like to get up up to 180, because everyone I've spoken to, they do not know about this. No one knows about it, you know. And to me, why does no one know about it? So our job, we consider Princess Starfish and I, is to bring awareness to, and through Dawn Jet, because Dawn's such a champion at community causes and looking after, being a really good advocate for the community, is to make everyone aware and pressure the government into doing something they should already be doing. And 25% of the penguins get killed by boat strike. Right? The boats kill them. Another maybe 25% from people go over to the island, and the access is unrestricted at the island. So people walking all around the island and disturbing their nests and that sort of thing. They found 2 penguins a little while ago with fishing line wrapped around both their legs, so neither penguin could leave the nest. So cleaning up the local area, that sort of thing, you know. And then, of course, climate change and overfishing. You know, so there's the scientists know what to do, the people who are in charge know what to do, but the government is sitting on its hands, not doing anything. I just don't understand.
Yeah, it does boggle the mind, you know, and it's something that I care about on this segment. Like every week, you may realise that I've been reading to you guys Save Rockingham's Little Penguins, the 25% watercraft death I say each show. Take your watercraft down to the main river where the commercial boats are going. They're not stopping those commercial boats. Do your watercraft down there. It's just as fun. Point Piran, penguins, I love them. I'm sad. I'm heartbroken. Do you have a question to ask while I recover?
I mean, it's only so much the government could do. I mean, it's also up to the community as well. It'd be like, okay, what is the community doing? Are they putting effort in as well? So it's both. Do you know what I mean? You can only try the best you can. So I've never been there and I didn't even hear about it. So yeah, I hope they do something about it. I hope they get their act together. So because penguins are just cute.
That is a great point, and it's also easy to say the government needs to do this, the government needs to do that. Well, it's actually our government,
exactly,
and they should be doing our bidding. They are not an authoritarian figure in my mind. They are there to govern and to do what we, the people who elected them, do. And I think you'd find it very hard to find anyone in Rockingham to say, no, we don't want the penguins saved, just let them die.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just do that. So
Stop
people
littering,
also
guys.
need to take personal responsibility, and as we do, you know, you're cleaning up of the beaches and not having your boats go nearby and not traipsing all over the island and all that sort of thing. So it is a two-pronged thing. People do need to take personal responsibility to sign the petition and to actually do some action to help.
Yeah, go down to your local council meetings. Your council meetings are open and you can raise these sorts of issues and make your local government aware of what matters to you.
There was a thing that when I was in a camp, when I was way back in school, and like when we went on the campground, wherever, we were told to line up in one big line, and then you go along and you'd pick up any piece of rubbish that you saw, and you'd come back, and depending on how many pieces of rubbish we saw, we actually had to do push-ups for it, even if it wasn't ours. Be like, okay, you know, pick up after yourself. We're just like, okay, well, if you're going to Penguin Island and you're having a picnic or whatever there, pick up after yourself and maybe like pick up any piece of rubbish that you see. You know, there's animals that live there. So it's not just the government, it's also the community putting in their part as well. I mean, if there's bins in there, if you got to walk 5 minutes to go to a bin, walk 5 minutes to go to a bin.
Well, it is very simple. The reason that the penguins are nearly extinct here is because of us humans. That is the reason.
Exactly.
Okay, so we want the government to fix it and do it, but it is us humans, us locals, everyone around that has actually caused this problem. Now, of course, people, it wasn't me. Okay, if you feel guilty about it, that's okay, but, you know, try and do something about it as well, because every time you go fishing at the jetty and you cut off a little bit of fishing line and just let it go in the water, you don't think about it. It's only a little bit of fishing line, 3 feet long. But, have that vision of the penguin not being able to come out of its nest because of the fishing line. Little things like that, So these are the campaigns we want to get out there and let people know, and simple things they might not think about, but that, that they can do to help themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, and taking a bit of a group responsibility for other people's trash. It doesn't feel nice having to bend down to pick someone else's trash up, but I can tell you, I've been on a date where a girl did that, and it is absolutely charming. It's fantastic.
You can get those little pick-up stick things. You can go pick up the trash and everything. So, I mean, you can take one of those around. There's no point blaming another person. Just do your little bit and be like, okay, well, I did it. It's what I'm saying. Get one of those little climpy things. You go pick up rubbish.
You can actually pick up sticks too if you want, but we prefer the rubbish.
I love that you guys are getting out there and giving the message to kids as well, because they're going to be the decision makers of the future. Are the environmental causes a big part of your guys' show?
Oh, most definitely. The Sea Stories is what, going forward, what we want to do is earn a living doing ethical business and ethical things. There's no better thing than if you can earn a living doing ethical business and ethical things. So Sea Stories has got other songs like Plug the Plastic Bag, who's very, very sad because people throw him in the ocean. There's Suggy the Seagull, about not feeding seagulls.
Oh, yeah.
There's Seahorses, which is just a nice, fun dance. So some of the songs have got environmental messages and some are just good, fun songs. Mostly for probably about 2 to 8 year olds. There's Bluesy Blue Whale about whales and extinction. So so it is a environmental, educational, fun, interactive show because the kids also get up on stage with us, which can be quite interesting.
That's fantastic.
Princess Starfish corralling them around because I've got the guitar and I'm singing and Princess Starfish sings as well. But one of us has to organise the kids and get them into costumes and it's a little bit like herding cats sometimes. But if you've ever heard of cats,
sounds like the Pied Piper.
Herding cats is awesome. It's great fun.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. And like the environmental concern is something that's important to me. And the ocean especially is a huge keystone in the environmental safety and stability of the whole world. Like 80% of our oxygen supply comes from phytoplankton, which are only possible when there's a healthy biome. You said earlier that penguins are cute and we want them around for that, but they're also a key part of the food chain. If we take out the penguins, certain species of small fish become abundant, they start eating coral, and then there's no food for certain species of starfish. You just never know what the ramifications are going to be. So it's a lot bigger than just one animal in the key chain when we're talking about environment.
Oh, it's a whole lot of stuff. It's a whole lot of dynamics and stuff that go into it. It's a whole lot of stuff. That's what I'm saying. It's not just the government. It's also the people. And then it's like, okay, well, don't blame someone else saying, well, I picked up my rubbish and that person didn't. I'm like, well, just pick up your rubbish and pick up someone else's rubbish while you're there. Yeah. It's not harmful to you. Put on some plastic gloves, or rubber gloves rather, and just pick up someone else's rubbish while you're there. It's that's what the little bit that we can do in the community. The government's that's up to the government. There's only so much
every little bit helps, but I love the ocean vibe.
The government can do because water restrictions and everything like that are out there. So there's only so much they can do. But no, it is a very, very good cause because who wants to make a penguin civilization go extinct? That's just mean.
Penguin civilization, that's a mental image.
It's Penguin Island. It's Penguin City over there. Maybe, just.
Are there any calls to action that we might have breezed over about the penguins before we start talking about your musical stuff again?
Well, probably about every 3 weeks we're going to be doing some sort of street rally action, I think, and I think next time we might go down to the Sunday markets and have a little stall there and play some of our Sea Stories songs, and we do bust that at the moment, and a certain percentage of the money goes towards the Little Penguin campaign.
And whereabouts are these Sunday markets?
The Rockingham Rotary Sunday markets.
Cool.
Just that way.
Right, yeah, cool. Yeah, just on the foreshore.
Every Sunday, so we're looking at doing that, and then like we do down the foreshore, we're probably going to take our kids show down the foreshore and play songs for that, and then just to bring awareness and everyone like that. But at the moment, and this worked with Hands Off Point Perrin. Hands Off Point Perrin saved the area there that was meant to be bush forever, right? Or for the people. It was given from the federal government to the WA government as for the people. Now, of course, the greedy rich tried to take it off of us and say they're going to build canals and all that sort of there. So who's got the money to buy a house on a canal? No one. But through 12 years of action, through 12 years of people power, through 12 years of pestering the government, it has now just recently been turned into an A-class reserve.
Fantastic.
It is one of the only natural bush areas left in the Perth metro area, and of course Dawn was instrumental in that. It took much work to do that. So that shows what can be achieved by a small group of people rallying everyone else and people in the community actually wanting to do things. So Same with the Penguin campaign. We just ask everyone to get on the Facebook page, Save Rockingham's Little Penguins, sign the petition and share it with whoever you can and get them to sign the petition. And that way the government, who number one priority is getting re-elected, will go, oh, we better do something about this because all these people actually want us to do something about it.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best way we can do it, and just let everyone know what's going on.
Oh, fantastic. Cool. Thank you so much. And for people who maybe just want to know about children's entertainment, do you have a Facebook page for the Prince and Princess?
We do. We've only just started it. We've only got one song on there at the moment, Little Penguins. But we have a Facebook page called Sea Stories and a YouTube channel called Sea Stories as well, a children's YouTube channel.
Awesome.
Going forward in the next few weeks, we're going to do a C-based alphabet for kids.
Cool.
And it's going to start off like this. So I've already thought of it. A. Everybody loves A. And then I wrote a song just before I came here, actually.
Cool.
And then of course our A is going to be an enemy. So I'm going, A is for an enemy. A is for an enemy.
You just reminded me of Finding Nemo. It's an enemy.
A, an enemy.
That's great.
I just got Nemo going through my head now. Like kids like, I live in an enemy.
Yeah. Well, it won't be a problem. All these kids are going to know how to say an enemy.
That's right.
Yeah,
so
brilliant.
I'm going to have a little talk. So each letter will be a couple of minutes. And, of course, I'm looking up all the facts. Did you know that sea anemones clone themselves off themselves and can virtually live forever?
Crazy stuff.
There's one little thing for you there.
Yeah. Goodness gracious. Yes, the sea is scary.
The sea is beautiful. It's beautiful, Rob. It's not scary at all.
Do not have fear of
the ocean.
Sharks are scary. Sharks are bad.
No, sharks are good. They're misunderstood. Spooky but misunderstood.
So yes, but mostly we would like people to just let our Premier Mark McGowan, who does wonderful things, and he can action things very quickly. We've seen him do it, He's very competent. He's very good. People love him. Well, how about doing something in your own electorate, something very, very important, and also Amber Jane Sanderson, the Environment Minister, because they know about this already. Don't they know about it? Mm-hmm. They might pretend they don't, but they know.
Yep. Cool.
Do something.
Thank you so much for coming down and talking to us about this and raising some awareness. Everyone listening at home, make sure you get on to Anne and Marky Boy. We want this awareness word. Awareness raised would be fantastic. We're going to put on The Drug by Al Muir, the new top single, I believe. And this is it now. Here we go. Now you're listening to IPL, Inspire Passionate Lives Radio, your community radio station for Rockingham. And me and Adele are just going to have a little bit of a break and enjoy some live music from our guest, Al Muir, Prince Seaweed. Very talented man. Take it away, Al. It's all you.
Thank you. This song is called I'm Not Thinking. I don't normally explain my songs, but I wrote this song after watching Oprah one day on my couch many years ago, and I don't watch Oprah. She had a bloke on there who was badly abused and used to live in a cage downstairs when he was a kid, and he'd become this inspirational, beautiful person, inspiring millions of people all around the world. I was laying there a bit depressed and, down and out, and I thought, oh, my God, what have I got to worry about? So, I decided to get up and start doing things, and ended up writing this song after watching Oprah one day. Full of dreams and attitude to be 20 years strong, still singing that song. Oh, why haven't I reached up to that sky? Oh, why? Now I get so low I can hardly go. Oh, day, yeah. Curtains closed, don't answer the phone, and I give up. No energy and I'm all drugged up, I cry. I cry. And I get so tired
around my head. I'm doing it on the fly. I'm not thinking. Yeah, I get so tired running around my head. I'm doing it on the fly. I'm not thinking. I'm not thinking. I'm not thinking. It seems so long ago. It was all for fun, not a care in the world. Now it's crushing me till I saw a story on the TV. Now it's time to wake up. Wake up, get this show on the road. Let's go. Let's go. And I get so tired running around my head. I'm doing it on the fly. I'm not thinking. Hey, I get so tired running around my head. I'm doing it on the fly. I'm not thinking. I'm not thinking. I'm not thinking. I get so tired running around my head. I'm doing it on the fly. I'm not thinking. Hey, I get so tired running around my head. Doing it on the fly. I'm not thinking. I'm not thinking. I'm not thinking.
I loved that.
Thank you. Yeah. I'll be playing that song and more, is my little plug here. And my song release for Tide is Turning is this Sunday coming up at the VAT 116. Laura there's a great, lover of music, and we're going to do half covers, half originals for something different. I've never understood why you have to be a cover band or original band. I just don't get that. So I've got myself playing, and the wonderful Ricky Green is going to be playing there as well. He's a local from Secret Harbour that plays all around Perth. Some of his own songs and covers, and Just Jai as well. And we're going to go from 3:30 to 7:30. And it's going to be an awesome afternoon.
Awesome. This Sunday, 3:30, 7:30, the VAT 116.
Okay, I'm going to play a little song called Paint It. Now, these songs today have got a little bit of a theme to do with our mental health, which we always want to be as healthy as possible. And things happen in your past and things may happen in the future, but, we can always change it. You can change the way you react, you can change the way you think, you can change the way you feel. Just go out and find the tools, and everyone's got their own way of doing things, but it can be done. It's not a problem. I'm not joking when I say I'm feeling funny inside. I'm not laughing. I got a throat like a running river, half a mile wide. It's not flowing.
There's a painting with 1,000 different colors to find. I call it drabness. The rain is falling down even though I am inside. It's madness. Oh, why? Oh, why? Oh, why? Oh, why? We are not victims of our past. Smell the flower or sneeze the pollen. Achoo! It's called karma and it's not a rock. You can change it. You can change it. I'm not joking when I say I'm feeling funny inside. I'm not smiling. I got a throat like a running river, half a mile wide. My mouth is stagnant. There's a painting with 100 different colors to find. I'm looking, but I'm not seeing. The rain is falling down even though the sky is blue. It's not normal. Oh, why? Oh, why? Oh, why? Oh, why? We are not victims of our past. Smell the flower or sneeze the pollen. Achoo! It's called karma and it's not a rock. You can change it. We are not victims of our past. Smell the flower or sneeze the pollen. Achoo! It's called karma and it's not a rock. You can change it. 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 You can change it.
Woo! Oh, fantastic. Oh, you are a delight.
The only thing that doesn't change is change.
You can change it. Brilliant. I'm blown away. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been awesome.
Yeah, anytime. Come back anytime and let us know when you do about what's going on with the Pink Penguins.
We will. We can, Princess Starfish and I can come in one day and sing a few kids' songs if you like.
That would be fantastic.
We've got 9 songs there that I've just about finished recording. And the videos are on the way, but yes, we'll come in and do some kids songs.
We'll introduce you guys to the youth group. I'm sure they'll love you. Yeah. Oh, brilliant. All right, well, that's been Al Muir, Prince Seaweed, playing some music live for you guys. We're going to put on some tracks now so we can say goodbye to our guests properly, and we'll be back after these breaks. Thank you so much for listening to IPL.